Hey, good morning, everybody. How you doing? What's up, babe? Oh my God, I did it. I literally started this over because I called you babe, and I was like, oh, that's disgusting. That's gonna annoy the shit out of people. I gotta start this over and just call you Melissa. And I did it again, but we're running out of time. I can't just gotta keep this real too. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I call you babe sometimes. I'm gonna do my best. Refer to you as Melissa whenever we're doing these podcasts here.
It's all good. I don't think people will really mind.
No, I don't think people are really listening either. How you doing, Melissa?
I'm doing good.
Cool.
Waking up.
So yeah, I'm Andrew. This is Melissa, my beautiful fiance. Good morning, everybody. This is the introductory episode for a new podcast called Donuts is for Us. The second podcast that I've started under the Exoverse media banner. Exoverse TV is a show that's pretty much just about diving into TV shows that we like a lot. And sometimes there'll be some breaks and stuff like that going on with that show just because I don't plan on taking on any TV shows that I don't like, that we don't enjoy. You know what I mean? I don't want to sit here for an hour and a half and trash something that I had nothing to do with. I don't feel like that's my place. I'm not a critic. I don't work in that industry. I'm just a fan of some of the stuff that's out there. And so this podcast we decided to start so that we can kind of just have like a hang session and talk about whatever's going on pop culture wise, whatever's going on in our personal lives, right?
Yep.
And there's a lot going on in our personal lives right now. So we thought we had plenty to talk about, plenty to share with anybody who cares to listen. The Donuts is for Us thing comes from an idea that we had. I think it was like a joke. We were talking about wedding cakes, right? Because we were planning our wedding. And you were saying like, oh,
you love donuts.
Yeah,
like you love donuts so much.
Yes. And you were suggesting that we give everybody a regular wedding cake, but then our cake is just donuts. And then for some weird reason, it came out of my mouth like, blah 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 blah. Yeah, the donuts is for us. And then I was like, oh my God, that'd be an amazing name for a donut shop. And so I bought the website. I bought the .com. donutsforus.com, and then all kinds of other things happened. Then you got pregnant.
Yeah.
Found that out, and this crazy idea of like moving to Oregon and opening up a shop kind of went out the window right away.
Yeah, that was our first plan, was moving to Oregon and starting up a donut shop.
Yeah.
We bought the rights, but
yeah. And then we oopsied. Yeah. And
we celebrated too soon.
Yeah, that's what we did.
And now we have another celebration.
Yeah. And yeah, coming in September too, coming so quick.
Coming at you.
Yeah. Oh my God. Life changing. Yeah. So we didn't do anything with that idea for a little bit, and then we wanted to start a new podcast. I wanted to get you on mic and hanging out here sometimes, and so I was like, well, I already got the logo made up and everything. Yeah. Let's go ahead and just start this thing off as like a podcast. Gives us an excuse to just scarf donuts and have a little loose theme going. And
Andrew is super creative, and once he gets an idea going, he's like on it.
Yeah, they have words for that. I've never been tested, but I don't want to be insensitive to those who have and act like I'm just one of the gang.
You're a go-getter, babe.
Yeah, there's several things wrong with me.
No.
Yeah. Yeah. So pretty much that's why we're starting this podcast. So welcome to it. If you decided to check it out, you can also check out the other podcast we do through Exoverse Media called Exoverse TV. Like I was saying, it was a TV show podcast. Exoversemedia.com is just kind of where you can see updates and everything that we'll have. We'll post these episodes on there. You'll be able to follow this podcast on social media, DIFU podcast on Twitter and Instagram. Just kind of wanted to get that out of the way now so we can just go ahead and get to hanging out. So, hey, you're pregnant.
Yes.
How's it feel?
Yeah. It's it kind of sucks, especially now that it's summertime and I'm getting bigger. I'm going into my 6th month.
Yeah.
And
What temperature was it when you got home from work last night? In the house.
In the house? I think it was still in the 80s.
88 probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was 88 in the house last night when we went to sleep because the AC in this thing doesn't even work anyway. So you just open up the windows and you kind of like you're inviting even hotter air in.
I actually stayed in my car for an hour longer just watching YouTube videos in my nice air conditioned car because I knew how hot it was going to be in here.
Cool. That's the life I give my baby.
I'm sorry.
Hey, well, you know what? Speaking of that, we are getting out of here pretty soon because this is a very temporary living situation because we found out a couple of days ago that we got an offer accepted on a house. We fucking bought something.
We did buy some.
Yeah.
We bought some.
Holy shit. Congratulations to you.
Congratulations to you.
Oh,
you
thank
are
you.
the mastermind
Oh my
behind
God.
everything.
So we were actually gonna start this podcast a couple days ago, and that was the day on Sunday when all of this stuff closed, or not closed, but got accepted, and we couldn't sit still. We wanted to talk about everything, but we just couldn't sit still, and we had a bunch of donuts already and everything, but we just ate them.
Just so excited.
Yeah.
I mean, I seriously thought I'd be living down in a trailer, but down by the river, if I hadn't met you.
Yeah, and we were trying to explore like every option under the sun.
Yeah.
We looked at rent. We needed to get out of this house. We won't get into like nitty gritty details and bring anybody into the story who didn't ask to be, but we needed to get out of this house as soon as possible to help out family. And we were looking for every option there was. I was looking for places to rent. The only place that wasn't like cockroach infested, gang neighborhood type stuff was like the same monthly rent as a mortgage would be anyways, $1,400 a month.
Ridiculous.
So we were like, okay, I think it's time to go ahead and just pull the trigger on a house because we were paying $950 at the place we were at before we moved into here, and so that's why we decided. That's the only reason why we decided. Like, okay, we're ready to buy. It wasn't even because we thought we were ready. It was just because we're like the world is forcing our hand.
Yeah.
And
gotta get a move on.
Yeah, and so we explored all the different loan types, USDA loan eligibility maps,
you did,
and
because I don't know any of that
yeah,
stuff.
but I still ranted at you about it all day long. So I mean, you still vicariously had to like deal with all of it the same way, right?
Yeah.
Be fair to yourself.
Sure.
You still did it. Just because you're not like it wasn't your finger scrolling through everything. I'm still throwing it at you. You know what I mean? Yeah, we were considering trying to buy a lot of land and then put a manufactured home on it because at first it was seeming like that was going to be cheaper. But then, I don't know. There's all kinds of complications
like
with that.
Cost and,
there's all kinds of fees for hooking stuff up. You have to figure out. Yeah, it takes forever to figure out like per lot how much preparation that particular lot is going to need. There's no like black and white category that they're just labeled as when they're listed, so that you kind of know like, oh, this one it needs this much work first. This would need this much work first.
Just a lot of headache. A lot more headache than what we needed.
Yeah. But it's really crazy that we landed the place that we did.
Yeah, dude.
It was the first house we looked at,
Well, the second one. The first one that we looked at was a damn nightmare.
It's the first. It's the first house that's a house.
Yeah.
Yeah, they went and yeah, the first place that we went and looked at was just kind of one of those things where you that was when we learned, oh, this is why there were no photos.
Yeah.
Like, this is why there was only one photo of the side of the house, because that's basically what it was. It was just a side of a house. It had like it was a house, but it was all cut out, like, so that they could have any windows or ventilation for the dryer.
They had a lot of makeshift stuff on their own.
Yeah, they
Trying to MacGyver that
just
house.
pieced together. Yeah, it was just like, I don't know. It was like a migrant
Being held together by freaking paper clips.
building. And then they kind of like on the street view from a few years ago, it looked like when you stepped outside of your front door at that place, you'd be looking out into, like, you'd be looking out at horses and goats and
Nice
chickens and stuff like
field.
that. And now there's just metal, like, Walking Dead fence line.
Yeah.
And it kind of just, it's immediate as soon as you step out. So it kind of it makes your property feel more enclosed.
Yeah.
It doesn't even feel like it's just preventing you from seeing your neighbor's property.
It was at least like about 10 feet out from like their front door.
Yeah, and very tall.
Yeah.
So you literally could only see metal
Yeah.
when you're staring out your kitchen and living room windows.
But you'll hear all of the wildlife around you.
Oh.
Which was all kinds of goats and chickens and donkeys.
Chupacabra.
I was like, wow.
Yeah. Yeah. Rambunctious too.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So that place sucked dick. So Newman was the first, like, real place that we went and saw.
Yes.
Where you had to actually
That we fell in love
get
with.
let in by the little key thingy.
Yeah.
Right? And yeah, super gorgeous, like, cute little house.
1950s?
1925.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I bet, like, by the time we, if we end up getting out of there when our baby is school age,
Mm-hmm.
I bet it'll be like its 100th anniversary, like
Oh,
somewhere
wow.
around there,
That's so cool.
Because 2019 now, so 6 years from now would be its 100-year
Wow.
anniversary. So yeah, so we'll probably still be in it when it hits that mark. So that'd be kind of cool. Give the home a little super birthday party.
It's super cute.
Yeah, it's a really adorable house, huge yard,
I love the backyard.
big
It's like one of my favorite.
detached, like, garage and shop building that we haven't even gotten to see all of yet.
Yeah.
We got the inspections done and everything to make sure nothing's wrong with it, but when we went to actually go see the house in our walkthrough, one of them we couldn't get into. So it's like this little mystery room we get to see, like, what we
Freaking
can do at that
awesome.
place.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's super fun. That's just like our big news, something we're just super excited about. It's going to make, like, the scheduling for all this kind of stuff super crazy. So I hope people who maybe stumble across this show and are a little bit interested in hanging out with us can kind of bear with us and forgive us for maybe not having an incredibly consistent schedule that we post this stuff with.
Just in the beginning.
In the beginning, yeah, for the first, like, month or so.
Probably be healthier for us too, because we eat donuts. all the
Yeah. Yeah, come on. You trying to kill us, you bastards? Yeah, we had 6 donuts between the two of us.
Yeah.
We shared 6 donuts just 2 days ago, and then I
Yeah.
got a few more for this one just to, follow the principle. We got a rule here. It's the only rule we have. Got to have donuts. Or at least, like, I don't know. I'm sure by episode 6 I'll be like, just wear a donut t-shirt.
I know, right?
Okay, I'm dying on the inside. I haven't had a salad in 2 weeks.
Start wheezing.
Yeah.
I just sat down.
Yeah, we switched to daily episodes, and we're all dead by episode, like, 22. I promise never to mention, like, the name of the donut shop that I get these from, just to, like, so they can avoid liability. Yeah. So what's going on with you, babe? I mean, oh, I did it again. I called her babe.
It's all right.
Yeah. Get over it, Melissa. What are your plans today?
I don't
you got
really
going
know.
Okay. All
The
right.
world is my oyster.
Nice. Okay. You going back to sleep after this episode?
Possibly.
Yeah.
Probably gonna do some dishes.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
gonna do the dishes before it gets hot.
Jeez.
Because last time I was just sweating over the dishes.
Wow.
Yeah. Go out to my garden, water my tomatoes and my chives.
Nice. Yeah. Everything alive out there in your greenhouse?
Yes.
Very cool.
And some things are coming back. My kale is coming back. My squash. I don't know what I'm doing with my squash. I don't know if I had one flower. I had a bunch of flowers at one point, and then they all died.
Ask the internet.
I should.
Yeah. What do we do? It's crazy that we just had to scoot that thing over like 8 feet or something.
I
and
know.
everything came back to life. It just was getting, I guess, what?
Too hot.
Just a little bit too much sun. Just
Yeah.
a tiny bit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Now my spinach is growing.
Ooh.
Self-sufficient.
What things have we had from the greenhouse so far? It's only been a couple of those.
We had
things.
cilantro.
Yeah.
We had cilantro for a while.
Very, very good.
Yeah.
It was so crispy.
It was big leaves too.
Yeah.
It's not like what you find in the store where it's like pretty small. It was
Had like
big.
a sharpness to the.
Yeah. And it always smelled so good. I
Yeah.
need to plant more of that.
Yeah.
But that took off like crazy. It started choking my chives. And I had little tiny chives
Sounds
to do it.
filthy.
I know, right? Choking my chives.
Jesus. Okay, putting the explicit label on this one. This episode just earned
Do
it.
not bring your kids to
TVMA.
But no, but
Mom, what's choking the chives? I don't know, but I'm about to sue Donuts is for Us.
please don't.
Yeah, we don't know what it means. Fuck off.
But once all that died, my chives have really started taking off, and those are really good. Eggs or like scalloped potatoes, and that's been really good. My spinach is finally taking off, but I need to transplant that. But yeah, now I got tomatoes, which I'm really excited about. My tomato plant is now bigger than me, but I'm only 4'11", so
Yes.
I don't know if that's
Everybody's like,
really something I
yeah.
should be proud about.
Everybody listening just went, "Holy shit!" Oh,
Yeah.
oh, God damn,
it's big to me. Yeah, there you go.
Girl, you need to hang from something for a little bit. I'm sure you can get to a nice even 5 foot. Nobody's 4'11". Shit.
I know. This is my life.
Wow. Yep.
Now, what about you?
What about me? I don't know. I got to go to work here in a couple hours. So that sucks. But it's, Derek's there, hang out with. That's kind of fun.
Yeah.
It's kind of nice. I'll probably just get to spend most of the week just kind of chatting with people about the house and stuff like that.
Nice.
Yeah. Yesterday, that was like 80% of my day was just telling people the good news. The day flew by. Every once in a while, you get one of those. Plus, it was Monday, and Monday's just because it's Tuesday morning now.
Drag.
No, Monday mornings go by super quick.
Really?
Yeah, it's the end of the week that drags.
Oh, so the memes aren't correct, or
No, I don't quite. I mean, it maybe depends on the kind of labor you're doing, but like Mondays is so much of a catch up with what happened over the weekend kind of a thing that there's just a lot to fill your head with, and then plus I think also like people kind of dick around and just chat, catch up from the weekend, probably kill like a half hour here or there doing that kind of shit too.
Yeah.
But yeah, for whatever reason, I can't relate to that whole like Monday. That's the one day of the week that I don't mind absolutely getting to work.
Oh.
Yeah. Am I a freak?
No.
Okay.
You have a Monday through Friday shift. Today's my day off. Today's Tuesday.
Yeah.
Today's my Friday, and then I go back to work tomorrow, and then I have another day off.
That's so tough to not even get the 2 days in a row with how tough your job is.
Yeah, and being so pregnant.
Yeah, 'cause we won't name the place you're working at, but you're
No.
working at, you're dealing with serving
I work
up
with
hot
chicken.
food. Yeah. And you're dealing with you're dealing with the whole customer service element and
Yeah. A
Yeah.
whole lot of standing. I'm surprised I still have ankles. I totally would have thought I just would have been like just nubs of leg by now. Just completely swole.
like you get even shorter or just
God, I hope not.
you just lose your ankles. Oh my God, I'm 4'9" now.
When I'm trying to help people though, there's like this big screen in front of me. And so I have to get on my tippy toes to even see over and see people.
Damn.
I need like a little like box, a little step box or something. Hello.
Wow.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah. So you want to go ahead and dig into one of those donuts?
Do I?
Oh my God. Yeah, I grabbed 4 today. Go ahead and grab that. Thank you so much. Just a little out of reach for me. Ho ho ho. So we promise we won't be chewing on Mike. Absolutely. Absolutely the one. I guess we have 2 rules here because you got to have the donuts and then you got to not make everybody listen to you eat the donuts.
Unless that's something you're into, then we can do that.
Yeah, this ASMR stuff.
Yeah.
Oh God. Yeah. No.
Have you seen that one with the lady that eats the pickle? And she's like,
No, I
tapping
won't
it
do
with her
that.
nails and
No.
stuff.
Oh. No.
That would make me crack up. That was the first video I ever saw of that, and I was like, "What am I watching?"
No,
She's
that
just
stuff.
eating on a pickle.
That stuff kind of just makes me. Yeah, that stuff's pretty cringy.
Oh yeah, if you guys heard any squeaking noises, that's our dog chewing
Yeah,
on her toy.
That's Mira just goofing off. She wants in on the treats. Get down. Relax.
Oh, that's what we forgot. We forgot to grab her little treats.
Oh no. Oh no. Yeah, she'll be fine.
I'll grab those in a moment.
This is gonna be a growing moment for you. You're gonna have to learn patience.
You can't always get what you want.
I tried to harmonize with you, and you're like that hurt.
My baby.
Just that little wussy little.
Do you need some drink?
We'll sit up. No. Okay. Thank you.
Some hot tea?
Wow. So, we watched Hamlet 2 the other night.
I finally got him to watch Hamlet 2. If
That
you
was
have
pretty
not
fun.
seen it, please do.
Yeah, I can't believe I hadn't seen that. There's definitely some stuff in it that does not stand the test of time, even though they're jokes. Some of the racist joke stuff, you can tell, like, you'd be like, whoa.
There was so many, and Andrew would just look back at me in shock.
Yeah. Like, oh my God, is this actress still alive?
So funny. But I forget, that's one of my favorite movies. I had him watch Sorority Boys. I didn't really care for that one too much.
Sorority Boys has like Jay Rosenbaum.
Yeah,
and
Barry.
Is it Jay
Barry,
Rosenbaum
Barry
or is
Watson?
it? Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
Mm.
I liked that movie. It wasn't that I didn't care for it at all. It's just that I had seen already like the TV version, so it wasn't that.
There was a TV version?
I would recognize the movie because I had seen like Comedy Central cuts of like that kind of stuff.
Oh, they aired it?
Yeah, I just
And,
didn't.
like,
There was just some jokes that I missed and stuff because I had never watched it in one sitting. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, it just probably didn't hit me the way you were expecting. But
Yeah.
yeah, no. But what's next up on your list that like I have to see?
Oh man. Have you seen Darjeeling Limited?
I want to say yes, but no, I don't. I don't think so.
Yeah. That's
a
Wes Anderson.
Wes Anderson film, right?
Freaking love Wes
I was
Anderson.
gonna say. I almost said Thomas Anderson.
No, you didn't.
Yeah.
I love Wes Anderson. He's one of my favorites. Like building my collection of all of his movies. He's just I love his dark humor.
Is that the one that's based on set in a hotel?
Yeah. Well, no. This one is where three brothers go to India, and they reconnect with their mother.
Oh, okay, yeah, no, I definitely haven't seen it, but now I know. I remember in the I think the trailer. Or yeah. Man, years ago I used to watch every single thing that came out.
Yeah.
When I worked like graveyard shift, and I'd get off at maybe 6 or 7 a.m. and you'd kind of have that. After a while, that's the equivalent of getting off at 5 or 6 p.m. on a day shift or whatever. So you had all this energy left to burn, and I would hang out for a little bit and then stop by and do the first showings at the movie theater in town. To be like a 10, 11 a.m. kind of a showing for whatever was there, and I would see everything, because sometimes I'd even get in for free because I knew so many people that worked there.
Oh, sweet.
And I wouldn't. Yeah, it was really sweet because I wouldn't even have to ask most of the time. Like, it wouldn't be something where I had to kind of do that and be a douchebag and be like,
I hate it when people do that.
No, literally, it would just be like my friend's sister worked there, and then another friend of mine, him and I weren't like close or anything. He probably wouldn't consider me a friend, but her boyfriend worked there too. So anytime I'd be walking up, if they recognized me, they would just be like, "Oh, you're good," and they would just point me through. And I'd be like, "Oh my god, that's so awesome, guys!"
Yeah.
And so so that because of that, I was able to go just see whatever I wanted, and I'd see everything I could. I would rent every single thing there was at the Red Box.
That's
you know
so
what I mean?
cool.
Whether it was a B movie or whatever. And then the last maybe 5 years or so, I've seen 2 movies a year.
Right? It's so expensive nowadays.
Yeah.
It's like, no. It's like they're taking the fun out of it.
Yeah, well, I understand. I know prices are going to go up and stuff like that. And they're not that outrageous. In some places, there's that theater in Manteca where I think it's Wednesdays. I don't know if it's all Wednesday or what, but I remember I stopped by there one time and saw something, and it was $6 for the ticket.
Wow.
Yeah, it was, and it wasn't even a matinee time. It was matinee pricing all day.
Wow.
And and stuff like that. So there's stuff like that, but then what the problem is going to be is in our situation, you're going to have to also find childcare. You're going to it's going to be this entire planned thing, and then we both know you, and and it's going to be
about me.
it's going to be we're going to end up telling the babysitter okay, so we're gonna go to this showing, and then we'll be back by blah blah blah. We're gonna book a babysitter for 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. and then we're gonna turn out to not make it till the 9:50 showing for the film. We're gonna end up missing the 7:05.
I'm not that bad anymore. Okay.
Get home at 11. Have to pay the babysitter overtime.
I used to be really bad. For those of you who know me very well.
I wonder if that showed up on mic. I just popped the shit out of my back.
That was your back?
Yeah.
I thought that was the chair.
No.
Jeez.
Well, I don't know. You might have, because I'm the one. Unfortunately, I haven't figured out how to split these headphones properly yet. So I'm the only one wearing the headphones. So you might have heard the chair, and maybe I heard my back. But yeah.
Sexy.
Yeah. Hot.
Oh my god. My back.
My back is garbage. I might as well Like, just that part of my body. Everybody all the time is like, "Oh my God, you look like you look like a little child." It's unbelievable. And my back is the one part of me that's like 68 years old.
You're hilarious. You look like a little child. What does that say about me?
I don't know. Have you ever asked yourself that before? You got all day to think about
Weird.
it.
I don't want to think about that.
It's weird because like my facial hair is just now starting to grow the way that it should have when I was like 16, 17. And I'm not used to it yet, so I never really developed the habit of shaving. So I think people at work think I'm trying to grow it out, but it's just like, no, I just keep forgetting that there's anything there. I'm shocked. I
have more hair than he does. I'm a little Ewok.
So like, so I've had to like kind of like up my frequency, like my shaving frequency by like, I need to do it maybe one more day per week or something like that now.
That's freaking hilarious.
Like I'm just finally, my face is just finally going through puberty. And I can't think of it. I keep forgetting. So.
If we ever have a boy, I hope he gets my fur.
Yeah, me too. Jesus Christ, man. Apparently, my dad was the same way. He couldn't grow like much of anything until he was in his 40s.
Mm-hmm.
But it's kind of tough to know for sure because for a lot of that time frame before that, he wasn't allowed to grow anything if he could, anyways. So maybe like a few years earlier, he would have been fine, and they just never found out. But as far as they can tell, yeah, I might be. This just might be my gig.
Your dad had a little bit of a beard there for a minute, though, right?
He's got one now.
Yeah, I liked it. It looked good.
Yeah, yeah, it does look great. Yeah, it was just like a later in life kind of a development than some guys, you know.
Yeah, he's rocking it, man.
Yeah, yeah, it came in. Yeah, it looks great. When I was a teenager, I guess like when I was 18, 19, and he was in the Detectives, and he wore like the trench coat, and he had that goatee. He looked like he had like that Ray Liotta look.
Oh wow!
Like it was intense. My friends were so fucking scared of him. They just felt like oh my God, he can make me go away. Like he can make me disappear.
Sleeping at the river, sleeping in the river with the fishes.
And he wasn't mean to anybody or rude or anything. He just wouldn't say a whole lot. He'd say like the perfect amount of stuff to like so that he acknowledged you, but kind of let you know like you had entered his house. You know what I mean? It's like you come through the house and he'd be sitting in the chair. Me rocking, reading the paper, and he's got maybe his glasses on, and he would while you were walking through the house, he would just kind of stop his rock a little bit and look up through the glasses, like just kind of the eyeballs over the lenses, kind of a thing, you know, and just kind of go like, "What you doing, boy?" Just kind of like, "Hey." You know, and that's it.
I just beat a little.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and then you just waddle the rest of the way through the house. Just try and keep it all in your like.
Are you gonna do that when Emery gets older and starts having like friends over and like her first boy
Man,
that comes over?
I don't know how I hope that's as bad as I get. I hope that's all I do. Is just. I hope I'm not a complete asshole. Yeah.
That's what I hope you are. Please do. Scare the boys.
Oh man. Yeah, that's gonna be tough because I mean, you've heard enough. I mean, you've see enough movies and hear enough stories. You know, you don't want to like humiliate your daughter. Yeah, and I also exactly. I don't own a gun, so that's gonna be awkward to just kind of do that, you know, in the air. Try and keep it from being, you know, taking.
So what's your dad doing?
Yeah. Is your dad threatening to jack me off?
I'm out of here.
But I'll be back later.
Good job, babe.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm all sitting there thinking like, yeah, I showed him. He knows what he's got coming to him.
Emery just like divorces herself from us.
What? It's just a shotgun thing. Everybody does it.
So I hate this family.
You just see like the red and blue like cop lights like kind of pulling it, like flashing through the living room windows like behind me. Shit, gross.
Parenting.
Yep, it's gonna be terrible.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be bad at it.
So bad. My niece was jumping underneath. I was watching my sister's kids, and one of them got really excited, and she was underneath the little like kitchen bar area, and she jumped up and down, and she straight up just hit her head underneath the table, and I could not help myself. I just started busting up laughing.
Yeah.
And my other niece, she's older. She like immediately consoles her sister, and I'm just there trying so hard not to laugh out loud, but I'm dying. And then my niece that's consoling her sister looks at me like I'm freaking crazy. And I'm like, I'm sorry. And then the other day our dog did it, and then I started laughing again. I was like, our kid's gonna hate me.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that was pretty funny. Then I got to watch you do that. Yeah, when our dog ran into... What'd she do? Just run into the wall?
She did the exact same thing at this table.
Oh, that's right. It was
She
at this
had her
table.
toy,
Yeah.
and she tried to jump up, and she hit her head on the table.
Yeah, that's great.
I'm horrible.
I say we just like... we should just child-proof our house as much as possible,
Yeah.
you know, and then that way we can let her just do that and we can laugh at her all day for it. You know what I mean? The best of both worlds.
Just make the entire house.
Am I going to
like
go
a
to jail
bouncy
for saying that?
Oh man.
Yeah. No, there's ways. There's ways around.
Yeah. Give us your thoughts.
Yeah, there's ways.
Please chime in on this.
There's all these crazy things that you can put on all the corners of the tables now. Child-proof all your...
Oh yeah, there's you can put like those little floaty noodles. Those are.
Oh
those are
yeah,
some-
exactly.
Cut those up.
Yeah, saw little YouTube tutorials of that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's what I need to look up. Baby proofing a house.
yeah, and really that's just kind of like to make things easier on us too. Like, eventually she's just gonna have to learn like what not to run face first into. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
That's how we all did it, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I don't do that because it happened and it sucked ass. Not just because people told me not to do that.
My parents didn't have no pool noodles.
Yeah. Shit, I was born in 87. Everybody was too distracted by the end of that Cold War. They were too afraid of commies to child-proof nothing. It was probably like some propaganda, some campaign, like all those stupid your DIY tapes teaching you how to pool noodle proof your child proof your home. That's being shipped over by those commies.
We're pool noodle. How long have pool noodles been around?
I don't know,
I don't know either.
but probably not even that long. Probably not even the 80s, or maybe exactly the 80s.
Who knows?
I don't know.
Chime in.
I don't know. I would look it up right now on this computer, but it's kind of like an older machine. I'm afraid of I wouldn't want to crash the episode.
An older machine.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I've had this thing for a desktop computer, a tower being 7 years old or something, 6-7 years old is pretty ancient as far as Windows and all that kind of stuff is concerned. because it's gone through like 2 or 3 generations now of Windows operating software and all of that. So not too much is compatible with each other anymore.
It wasn't your back that cracked.
It wasn't my Scarfing that pink frosted donut.
Dude, this donut's so good.
Yeah. Does that pink frosting taste like the cherry type one from
Yes.
the same way as
Yes.
that weird? So this donut shop that I go to, they have these donuts that I guess are in the shape of feet. And I asked for one the other day. I pointed at it and I go, I'll take one of these. And I was about to say bear claw. I thought that's what was referred to as a bear claw because it was like, it's this paw-shaped thing. And then the lady just goes, 2 feet? And I was like, huh? Okay. And like, she was already grabbing it, and I didn't want to I was like, I'm not going to cancel it just because she called it a foot. But this isn't a bear claw?
He brought it home, and I was like, why is this in the shape of a foot? He was like, I thought it was a bear claw. Well, that is not a bear claw.
Yeah, so, yeah. So this is going to be an educational podcast as well, at least for me. Yeah, so apparently, because I've been getting those since as long as I can remember.
That's so funny.
They're all over the place in town. There's more than one shop that sells those.
That sells feet donuts?
Yeah, it feels like this foot-shaped donut.
That's the weirdest thing I've ever seen and heard in
Yeah.
my life.
Yeah, I feel dirty now for
yeah.
being so into them.
Now you're a weirdo.
And because I've always ordered those, and I've never heard anybody refer to it. I've always just pointed, and they've always just grabbed it. You know what I mean?
Yep. That's pretty funny.
2 feet? Huh? Oh, okay, yeah. That's literally what that exchange was.
It's freaking hilarious.
Yeah, I'd be curious to know if that's common in more areas.
Yeah.
What is a bear claw then?
A bear claw, it's a lot wider because the little feet actually really do look like little feet, like
okay,
those little feet donuts that you bring home, like they're clearly like little feet.
Yeah,
but a bear claw is like wider shaped, and it's short, and then it's got like the little fingers, like a bear's claw would.
Huh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But is it a bear claw donut or is it just a bear claw?
It's almost more of like a croissant texture.
Yeah. Okay. So now,
it's a little more flaky. It's got almond slices.
Okay.
And like
I know what you're talking about now.
Drizzle. Yeah.
I just thought that was
Freaking
just
delicious.
some sort of a Danish or like a pastry kind of a
It's the kind of texture. Yeah.
I never realized. Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Neato. Or not neato. I don't know.
I'm a foodie.
Yeah.
It's funny because when I first met you,
Mm-hmm.
and we went to go get donuts, I was kind of shocked that you could just get like one donut. I'm all like, I need a dozen donuts. It's like I just buy like a dozen donuts, even if it's just myself.
Wow.
Like, oh,
I think I'd like
I'll
crap
have
my pants
one,
after,
two.
like if I ate like 4.
Try me. I will put them away. I like zero chill when it comes to food in front of me.
Yeah, you've eaten entire pizzas.
Yeah.
Start a pizza podcast. Kick everybody's ass.
Oh my gosh, don't start.
Oh my god, yeah.
When I first got
You
pregnant.
would dominate.
Yeah, when I first got pregnant in the first like 2 months of my pregnancy, that's all I wanted was pizza, Chileriano burritos, and it became really hard for me to find a good Chileriano burrito.
Yeah. Did you?
Yes, finally.
You want to give a shout out? Where?
I know it's in Riverbank.
Oh,
Riverbank, California.
that's right. Yeah. Is that the one that your brothers took you to?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my God, finally. Freaking 6 months later.
Yeah.
That's
Nice.
so good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man. Well, so I got to start getting ready for my day job, and we got a couple of donuts left in front of us. We're gonna go ahead and knock those things out.
Yes.
Before I gotta shower up and everything. Goofing off with the dog here. Sorry. So we'll go ahead and wrap this one up. We kind of don't really have like a format figured out here. I wasn't sure if I wanted to try and turn like the donut eating part into kind of like a trivia game or like something at first, but then it was like, well, every time, you know what I mean? It was like every time anybody gets anything right, though, then we all have to like be like, then we're just gonna sit there and like listen to you chew on it, like, you know what I mean? Like, take a bite, celebrate. Like, I don't know. I guess we could do that, but then I was like, oh, I need to figure out how to come up with a way of us not like both, because how do I get all the questions and stuff without already knowing all the answers myself? You know what I mean? So that we're both doing the trivia game. So I didn't come up with anything like that at first either. But any closing thoughts, babe?
No, let us know what you think, and I think it'd be fun to have someone on and eat donuts with us.
Yeah, it'd be really cool. Yeah, we were a little bit groggy this morning. We wanted to do a nice morning themed, donut themed podcast to kick this thing off and everything like that. But we'll go ahead and wrap things up. I went ahead and told you where you could find the show and follow us and stuff on social media nonsense at the beginning of the episode. So thank you guys very much for hanging out for a little bit, eating breakfast with us, checking things out. We'll give you updates along the way on stuff going on with the house and the baby coming along and stuff like that. So we'll keep more of these episodes coming along. Don't know if it's going to exactly be weekly or what, if it'll be twice weekly kind of a thing, or just end up being random. Not to mention, going to throw in some kinks in there just because of the fact that we're going to be moving and all this kind of crazy stuff. And it'll kind of be a little bit tricky to get people to come out to Newman and hang out as often as we get people here.
Yeah, but I mean, if you love us, you'll come. Then you donuts.
Which means it's probably going to be really hard to get people to come out to Newman and hang out over there. 'Cause we just don't even know that many people.
You love us.
Yeah. So, all right. Thanks for hanging out, guys. Have a good morning. We will talk to you next time.
Bye.